The first time I realized someone in my family wasn't human, they were standing right in front of me, pretending to be my mother. She was smiling, but her eyes weren't right. They didn't focus on me properly, just slightly off, like she was still learning how humans look at each other. When she spoke, her voice was perfect, soft and familiar. "Why are you staring at me like that?" she asked. Everything about her was correct, except the feeling. Deep inside, something whispered to me that's not her. We were a normal family, five of us. Close, loud, always together. There was never a moment when the house felt empty, which is probably why it stayed hidden for so long. It didn't need to hide in the dark or behind doors. It lived with us, moved with us, spoke like us. It blended in so perfectly that even when something felt wrong, we ignored it. Because every strange moment had a simple explanation: someone else must have done it. Looking back, the signs were always there. My brother once complained that mom had called him into the kitchen, but when he got there, no one was inside. My dad told me he saw me sitting on the stairs, staring at the wall, even though I had been in my room the entire time. We laughed about it, brushed it off, made excuses. Every time something didn't make sense, someone would just say, "That wasn't me," and we accepted it without thinking twice. The thing is, it never tried to scare us in the beginning. It only watched, it learned, it copied. Slowly, I started noticing patterns. People would appear in places they shouldn't be, but only for a second. If you looked away and then back again, everything would seem normal. It was like reality correcting itself before anyone could question it. Like something inside the house didn't want to be caught. One evening, I walked into the living room and saw my dad sitting on the couch, reading. It felt normal, comforting even. I almost walked past him until I heard his voice from behind me. "Hey, can you grab me some water?" My body froze instantly. That voice had come from the kitchen. Slowly, I turned my head and saw him standing there. Now there were two of him. When I looked back at the couch, it was empty. The one who had been sitting there was gone. The one in the kitchen just smiled and asked, "Everything okay?" I nodded, but something inside me had already started to break. After that, I couldn't stop watching them. Every movement, every expression, every word felt slightly off. My mom would forget things she had just said. My brother would laugh at jokes that no one made. My dad would sometimes stare at us a little too long before responding, like he needed an extra second to remember how to act human. And then one day, I saw it change. I was standing in the hallway when I saw my brother at the far end, facing away from me. I called out to him, but he didn't respond. I walked closer, feeling a strange heaviness in the air. When I spoke again, he slowly turned around, and for a split second, his face wasn't his. It was blank, smooth, like something unfinished. Then I saw it shift. His eyes slid into place. His mouth stretched and reshaped itself. And suddenly, my brother was there again, smiling at me like nothing had happened. "Why are you looking at me like that?" he asked. That's when I understood. It wasn't one of them. It could be any of them, maybe all of them. I started locking myself in my room, trying to stay away from everyone. But it didn't matter, because it didn't need doors. It didn't need permission. It was already inside the house, inside our lives. One day, my mom knocked on my door. Her voice sounded calm, gentle, exactly the way it always had. "Open up," she said. "We need to talk." I didn't move. Something felt wrong. Then she spoke again, a little more softly this time. "Please, it's important." My hand trembled near the door handle, but I couldn't bring myself to open it. And then, behind me, inside my room, another voice spoke. "Don't open it." I turned slowly, my heart pounding, and saw myself standing near the mirror. Same face, same body, same everything. It was watching me, smiling in a way that didn't feel human at all. "You figured it out," it said in my voice. "But you're still thinking too small." My throat went dry. "What are you?" I whispered. It tilted its head slightly, studying me like I was the strange one, something that needed a place to stay. The knocking on the door continued, but now I didn't know which one was real, the voice outside or the thing inside my room. My thoughts became tangled, heavy, impossible to trust. "There's only one of you, right?" I asked, my voice shaking. It smiled wider and slowly shook its head. "Count again." The knocking suddenly stopped. Silence filled the house, thick and suffocating. And then, from different parts of the house, voices began to rise. Familiar voices, my family's voices, all calling out at once. "Open the door. Why are you hiding? We're your family. Don't you trust us?" Tears streamed down my face because I didn't know anymore. I didn't know who was real, or if anyone still was. The thing in front of me stepped closer, still wearing my face, still smiling. "You were never supposed to know this," it whispered. "But now that you have, you don't get to leave." The door behind me creaked open slowly. I didn't turn around. I didn't need to, because I already knew no matter who walked in, it wouldn't matter. Even now, I still live in this house. I still sit with my family. We eat together, talk together, laugh together, but something has changed. Sometimes, when I look at them, I notice the smallest things. They don't blink at the same time. They don't react at the same time. They don't feel real at the same time. And sometimes, when the house becomes completely silent, they all turn toward me at once, smiling, watching, waiting, like they're still deciding which one of them gets to be me next.